Welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at this thing, kind of first impressions. This is the GR8FLEX Total Performance Gym. This is my kind of first experience with it. I mean, other than having it in the gym for like 4 days and doing a couple things on it, it's all new to me. And this form of resistance can be very approachable, again, for people of all ages and just different training levels. You can change up the resistance. With this one specifically, there's like 15 different levels of resistance, and you can add resistance bands to increase that resistance as well. $1,250 originally, but you get all this stuff included. It's got this nice like carbon fiber look to it, nice grippy vinyl. I feel like just the aesthetic overall is very appealing, but if you wanted something a little bit more patriotic, they have that. If you wanted white, they have that. It comes with this right here with a bunch of different attachments, different mats you can utilize, curl bar, dip bar, D handles, so multiple different things. They have references online that you can check out, see different exercises for different body parts. This thing stores up and out of the way, which is extremely nice. But then again, this gym isn't just for me. It's for my kids, it's for my family, it's for people who I care about. It might be for experienced lifters, it might be for people who are new to lifting. So having the ability to change things up, help multiple different people in here, for me too. It mixes up my training. It allows me to take a day off from like free weights and utilize my own body weight and different levels of resistance that this offers. Very versatile piece of equipment. I do want to thank Hybrid Resistance YouTube channel. I mean, that guy has done a bunch of different comparison videos and a bunch of different workouts utilizing one of these, and seeing him showcase it, it made me think, hey, there's so many different other things out here, different pieces of equipment that you can find, bring it to the comfort of your own home, and then you can take advantage of that. There's no assembly required. It comes like this right out of the box. I opened up the box. It is a little cumbersome folding it up. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but again, I'll take that. Having the ability to push this up against the wall, nice. It's not taking up a lot of space in our gym. We still have plenty of functional space and floor space to move around and do our different exercises and utilize our different pieces of equipment. It's got wheels on it, so you can kind of move it around into position. And it's got a couple different pop pins. And when you are storing it, it recommends that you keep the foot plate on there just for added stability. I'm gonna kind of mess with this a little bit, pull a pin and see what happens. It's like you gotta make a W somehow. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Kind of does help if you have a second person here. I don't, so we're just gonna go for it. Let's make sure it's locked in there good. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's got the bands, so it comes with 50 pounds of band resistance, so you can easily just unclip the bands if you want, and then you got yourself a sliding board. And each level that you increase the height, it increases the resistance. You can add the band resistance. They do have upgrades to the bands. Just gonna pull this pop pin over here, and then I'm gonna raise it up. If you're putting too much weight and you're moving too aggressively or whatever the case may be, it can kind of shift a little bit. They do have these nice rubber mats for each end. They have 2 of these. So let me just show you real quick. I want to do some sort of squat. I can easily do that. And now I'm doing some squat. I could jump. I could do one-legged. The gauge steel, the materials used, I'm very impressed with that. I think it's appropriate for this type of machine. But one thing to consider, if you are doing some sort of dynamic move like that or something, like this isn't the heaviest gauge steel in the world, so you just got to consider that. They also have these little pins. I'm probably supposed to stick this in here. It's just an added safety so this doesn't drop on me. It's fun. It's fun doing that type of stuff. And then I want to raise it up even more. And now I'm at level 15. That's gonna increase the resistance. My bands are gonna increase the resistance. So 50 pounds of resistance. Boom. Get nice and low into your squat. Just demonstrating the first thing right out of the box, how this sliding board works and everything. As you can imagine, somebody who's new to lifting or just, maybe can't get under a bar and do their squats or can't load up too heavy, this is extremely beneficial. Think Pilates or something like that. So many different moves and so many different ways to exercise. Some sort of pull-up variation. Again, they have so many different attachments. They have attachments that come off here and I can grab and utilize as handles. I'm using this thing as a handle right now, which seems to work pretty well. Now I have all this in my little carrying case here. Keeps everything nice and organized, which I can appreciate. Different handles that we can attach to help us do dips, to do pull-ups, to do things of that nature. Everybody loves a good curl bar. And you might be like, whoa, that's overwhelming. At first, maybe straight out of the package, it does look a little overwhelming. Like, how do I hook this thing up? You got one pulley on this side, you got one pulley on this side, and then you got a middle pulley. You got a loop right here that you connect that middle pulley to. Then we bring one of the other pulleys up here. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm an engineer. Boom. As you can see, I got the two pulleys up there, and then I got one pulley connected to the board. Finagle your way on this thing. You can do it with your knees. You can do it sitting. You can do so many different variations of different pulling exercises. I'm just straddling the board, but if I wanted to, I can sit on my knees, get that good stretch. Maybe thinking, Mark, that doesn't look too hard. You could do more stuff than that. You can do heavier than that. But again, this is a different form of resistance. I can do dumbbell rows, barbell rows. I can do pull-ups, all I want with free weights or whatever the case may be. But this is a way to mix that up. This is a way to take it easy, I would say. But at the same time, you're still working out and you're moving your body and you're controlling your own body. And I mean, you do enough repetitions or just nice and controlled and slow and whatever. There's so many different ways to utilize it. I think it's extremely beneficial. It is a little bit difficult for some exercises to get on and off the board, so you got to consider that. But like a chest press is very challenging with this amount of weight. And as you can see, I'm getting a good stretch, controlling the board. Whoa! So you gotta be careful too. It's a great way to do tricep extensions. A little around the world action here. In the garage, getting an awesome sweat. I'm not destroying my body right now, but still, I'm getting a really good workout. I'm staying fit. I'm mixing up my training. We'll take the D handles off and we'll add that curl bar because, I mean, that's fun. Whew. My wife could use this. My kids could use this. My friends' kids could use this. Everybody who uses this or sees it thinks it's awesome. Look at the pamphlet of different exercises that it offers. You can find a good half dozen to dozen exercises that work for you in your training. If you're working through an injury, if you have a novice lifter, so many use cases for something like this. Let me know if you have any questions in regards to this. I think it's super cool. Biceps, triceps, pushing, pulling, squatting. So you name it. I'm happy with the GR8FLEX Total Performance Gym. They did send me this out free for a review and some content, so I'm just doing what I feel is right, and right now I wanted to kind of just get out here and showcase this. The aesthetic is nice to me, the space-saving design is nice to me, all the materials used is nice to me, and we got lifetime warranty. Thanks for tuning in, keep working hard, and we'll see you in the next one.